What's going on, Hood Nation? Nidge here, DFX. I've been talked to a few times about this. I decided, whatever, I'll go ahead and do it. Eminem rips Donald Trump and BT, blah, blah, blah. Just a quick background. I knew Eminem back when he first debuted. In fact, he came out when I was in high school. And he definitely took the white America by storm, the white kids that looked up to rapping. I personally believe Vanilla Ice was the original, and obviously, but we cannot forget Beastie Boys, so that should say they're the original. Vanilla Ice kind of treaded on it and got picked on for it, but Eminem pretty much stole the cake and ran with the damn thing. He's obviously bashing Trump here, and we are just going to take a listen. I'll give my commentary during and after. I'm not going to show the video because this channel, by the way, strives for permissions to react, and I'm pretty sure I don't have the permissions to react to this, but his vocals, I believe, is not going to be a problem. So, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so here's our first
calm
thing.
Before the storm right here.
Jesus, that doesn't even sound like him. You hear that?
Wait, how was I going to start this off? I forgot.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
BET.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Donald Trump? Probably not, but that's all I got till I come up with a solid...
A solid what? Pop? They have to bleep
Got a
out
plan and now I got a hatchet like a damn Apache with a tomahawk. I'ma walk inside a mosque on Ramadan and say a prayer that every time talks...
More swears. Since it's bleeped out.
I'ma stop.
Don't want to go to jail, do you, player?
But we better give
be careful what you say.
Because what we got in office now's a kamikaze that'll probably cause a nuclear holocaust. And while the drama pops and he waits for shit to quiet down, he'll just gas his plane up and fly around till the bombing stops.
All right. So, okay. Obviously, what he's talking about here is North Korea with the nuclear war. And here's the thing. For a lot of you that actually don't know, I'm not sure if Eminem even knows. We've been at war with North Korea ever since the Korean War. It has never been officially over. Like, they've said it themselves over these years. And every time a president, they would threaten to, like, nukes. And they're like, oh, get rid of your nukes. And they're like, well, give us money and give us food and we'll stop. We've been doing that for the last 30 years. You guys can look this up. So it's one of those things to me. I can guarantee you without a shadow of a doubt, and this sounds harsh, if we do not take out North Korea now, they will in fact destroy the whole world. I guarantee it. Like, it's not going to be us. It's him. But I get it. Like, you're emotional here, so I'm going to keep hearing you, bro.
Intensity's heightened. Tensions are rising. Trump, when it comes to giving a shit, you're stingy as I am. Except when it comes to having the balls to go against me, you hide them. Because you don't got the nuts like an empty asylum.
Like an empty asylum. That was pretty good. You ain't got the nuts like an empty asylum. He's a lyrical genius, though. I'm going to give him that. He always has been.
Racism's the only thing he's fantastic for.
Racism? Oh, come on, man. You're being a little harsh.
Rocks off and he's orange.
The Cheeto.
Yeah, sick tan.
The Cheeto
That's why
player.
He wants us to disband because he cannot withstand the fact we're not afraid of Trump walking on eggshells. I came to stomp. It's
okay, like the only question I have is I want you, some people that are watching this that are new to this channel, even people that are like nobody said Donald Trump was racist before he ran for president. I'm just gonna say that right now. Like, I'm still like, why do people think that he's racist? And people go, oh, because he wants to not let Mexicans into the country or whatever. Okay, Mexico has the same policy. Does that mean they're racist against Americans? Like, Canada has the same policy. Does that mean Canada's racist against Americans? If I try to go to Japan right now and sneak in illegally, you know how they'll treat me? They'll throw my ass in prison and beat the shit out of me. Here they at least get royal treatment on a bus, unharmed, and brought back to their country. So I just want to know, like, what else was he racist for? And I know a lot of people bring up other stuff, and we'll talk about it in the comments, but I digress.
That's why he keeps screaming, drain the swamp, because he's in quicksand.
Oh, shit.
It's like we take a step forwards, then backwards. But this is his form of distraction. Plus, he gets an enormous reaction when he attacks the NFL, so we focus on that instead of talking Puerto Rico with gun reform from Nevada.
Okay, so the gunner from Nevada, he already talked about it. And Puerto Rico, he already talked about it. So I don't understand exactly what he's getting at here, personally. Distraction, no. He's actually been tweeting everything like he has. Look at his Twitter account, look at the news. So it's a good rap so far,
these horrible tragedies, and he's bored and would rather cause a Twitter storm with the Packers.
Yeah.
Then says he wants to lower our taxes. Then who's gonna pay for his extravagant trips back and forth with his fam to his golf resorts and his mansions?
Well, good. He could pay for it his damn self, right? Who's gonna pay for your plane trips, right?
His endorsement of banning support for the Klansmen, tiki torches, and
whoa! He's trying to say that Trump took a KKK. Okay, David Duke actually donated and funded Hillary Clinton too. So we can't make it sound like we only had two choices in America. We had Hillary or Trump. All right, and I'm not sure if you voted Eminem or not. I guess the good question is did you vote Eminem or not? Like, honestly, like, I doubt Eminem would ever see this video, but maybe somebody else will know if he was pro-Hillary or whatever.
Can we just wait a minute for my live stream to load?
What I'm going to do right now is share something. I remember this because I used to always listen Eminem when I was a kid. Like, I loved them and I loved ICP. Yes, I know that's a very weird mix together of two, but the only reason I knew about Eminem was because of ICP. Because originally Eminem did lie and said ICP was going to show up to a concert in Detroit. I actually live pretty close to Michigan, you know, and I was like, oh. And then, like, all of a sudden Eminem became popular, and I was like, that's that same dude that was bashing, like, because ICP, he got his feelings hurt because he lied and said ICP was going to be there. And ICP's like, dude, what, you shouldn't lie like that, you know, because we're actually not going to show up. And he got mad because ICP didn't show up. They're like, well, we never said we were going to do it to begin with. But what I'm getting at here is if he voted for Hillary... This was when Clinton was around. Okay, so I would lie and get fucked more than the president does. And he ripped Hillary's tonsils out in front of Sherbert. Like, I was just bobbing my head like, hell yeah. Because me personally, I'm kind of like a centrist, you know. I don't lean left or right hard. But I just want a conversation, you know. And that's the only reason. I'm just pulling that out, man. Like, if you voted for Hillary, dude, well, you making that rap line back then kind of made me not like Hillary, to be honest. Like as a kid, you know, I'm like influential. And then I did my research and I realized, like, yeah, you know, obviously Bill was a fucking rapist and Hillary was corrupted as shit. So at the same time too, man, you know, what you said in the past could have had karma to make people not want to vote for Hillary too. So keep that in mind.
And for the soldier that's black and comes home from Iraq and is still told to go back to Africa, fork and a dagger in this racist 94-year-old grandpa.
Okay, so he's telling black people to go back to Africa. Where the hell did you guys get that? Like, please, somebody. I'm not like mocking you. I just send me the whole unedited clip of Trump saying this, and don't paraphrase it. Literally, I want the whole damn thing. Like, I do, because I keep hearing this shit about him. Okay, you know, like, no, I'm sorry, so.
Who keeps ignoring our past, historical, deplorable factors. Now if you're a black athlete, you're a spoiled little brat for trying to use your platform or your stature to try to give those a voice who don't have one. He says you're spitting in the face of vets who fought for us, you bastards.
The reason why he says that is because you're using the national anthem, which song has nothing to do with corruption. It has to do with the freedom to achieve your dreams and to take a moment of silence to respect everyone that's died fighting for you, Eminem, to be a successful millionaire rapper, Colin Kaepernick to be a successful football player, That's what people are upset from. It's a different perspective. I see where you guys are taking a knee, saying we're doing it because of we want people to know how we feel. The problem is it's the most wrong time to take a knee. It literally is. It's like when the Queen Elizabeth comes out and you take a knee during that time because of all the corruption in the England police. You know, in England, if that is England, right? So sorry, like if I butcher this, I'm sorry, but I'm giving an example. Or was it Queen Diana, Queen Elizabeth? You guys know what I'm talking about. If you took a knee during that time, you're basically disrespecting her and the country, like in a sense. But if your goal is to talk about cops and stuff, then these NFL people need to be talking like, you know, after the game when they're on, you know, during certain moments. Like start a movement, you guys. Like go visit local churches. Go around the world. Start a hashtag NFL against corrupted cops. You know, like start some type of movement. But by taking a knee, it's so vague of a statement, and that's the problem. I'm being dead honest with you because I'm literally like neutral about it because I actually was in the Army before, and I do take offense to the knee, yes, but I understand and I respect you guys have the right to do so. It's just that people aren't understanding your message. They're hating you because you're not, like I said, it's a misunderstanding. There's a time and place for it, and unfortunately, maybe after the game, maybe before, I don't know. You guys got to find a different time to do that. Like, I get it. I'm fucking sick of corrupted cops too, you know?
Unless you're a POW who's tortured and battered because to him you're zeros because he don't like his war heroes captured. That's not disrespecting the military.
Yeah, it pretty much is though, right? Sarcasm, obviously.
This is for Colin. Ball up a fist. And keep that shit balled, like Donald the bitch. He's gonna get rid of all immigrants. He's gonna build that thing up taller than this.
Well, if he does mocking with a hillbilly accent.
I hope it's rock solid with bricks. Cause like him in politics, I'm using all of his tricks.
You know what's funny though about that wall though? I know I'm probably pissing a lot of people. I'm sorry, I keep pausing it. You guys all know, right? Like a wall, like a ladder going get. You just use a ladder, you're gonna be able to climb over that shit. Like, you know, billion-dollar wall, $12 ladder. Yeah, boy, you ain't gonna stop. Like, you need some better plans, player, if you're really gonna stop that shit.
Cause I'm throwing that piece of shit against the wall till it sticks.
Oh, he's talking about playing his own game and throwing it against his wall till it sticks. I like that.
And any fan of mine who's a supporter of his,
oh boy,
I'm drawing in the sand a line.
Ooh.
You're either for or against. And if you can't decide who you like more and you're split on who you should stand beside, I'll do it for you with this. You. The rest of America, stand up. We love our military and we love our country, but we hate Trump.
But we hate Trump. Man, he's got emotional about this. Holy shit. See, this is what happens when you don't get your way as a kid. I mean, okay, I give it to him, man. Like, he's using his voice. #1 trending. That's awesome, you know, that I haven't heard Eminem in a long time, to be honest. I think the last one I heard is, like, I Need a Doctor with Dr. Dre. Kind of fell off the Eminem wagon. Like, his music, like, Encore, I think, was really the last album that was really, really, to me, was all that good. After that, I was just kind of like, the rest of it, I just didn't feel it. You know, it changed. But I digress. The point is it's about his political First Amendment right to speech. That's fine. Go ahead. But a lot of people say there's hate speech and there's freedom of speech. Now, there is something called terroristic threats for political or propaganda. So if you start to sit there and say, I want to kill or I hate, that technically would be hate speech, right? Like, for instance, I don't remember anybody protesting like this against Obama. Like, well, then again, I didn't look on the KKK websites, but, you know, there was just, like, not really anybody. Like, well, like I said, there was people that were very displeased with Obama, too. My biggest gripe, personally, this is somebody coming from a half-breed, myself, from Chicago, he promised to fix Chicago. And that's his homeland, supposedly, what he claims. That shit is fucking garbage. My dad just died earlier this year, and I went back to visit and lay rest and say my goodbyes and hung out with all my dad's side of the family, which, if you haven't guessed by now, they're all black. And it's fucking sad. Like, it's just the way I remember it. Actually, in fact, it's worse. Cabrini Green, though, did get cleaned up, so we got to give him props. Actually, I don't think Obama did that. Maybe it was Clinton era, or maybe it was Bush. One of them had the cleanup era. But either way, what I'm getting at is that, in my mind, Chicago has literally 2 or 3 deaths a day on average, which is more than the Las Vegas shooting. I want you guys with the process. I'm going to repeat this one more time. They have more deaths per month in Chicago than the Las Vegas shooting. Not undermining anyone's death, because all life is precious, okay? What I'm saying is that we ain't never get recognition from that, from my homeland, from Chicago. Like, nobody takes a moment of silence every month for Chicago deaths. Nobody pushes TV shows back. Wink, wink, Punisher on Netflix because of the gunman. It might be so insensitive to people from the Las Vegas. What about Chicago? All these shootings. Should we ban Law and Order? You know, the SVU, Special Victims Units. You know, those TV shows. Like, where does the bullshit end? The thing is everybody has their different opinions, and I get that. The thing is we have to come together and work together to decide what's best for our country. And I think this is where shit is getting very misunderstood. The knee, what is represented by Colin and obviously, you know, everybody else, is supposed to be a statement towards things. However, when you're doing it during the national anthem, in fact, you are disrespecting the military people, because that song doesn't represent corrupted cops. It represents people that died, black and white, that fought for the country. That is what the problem is people aren't understanding that. They can't separate the two. And that's on them. They need to figure that out. But it is factually correct. I'm not getting super mad about it myself. I'm just going, okay, I understand they're upset, and I believe they're doing it wrong. You know? Like, you got to do it right. That's the problem is whenever you try to persuade someone, period, let's say you're a car salesman. If you want to sell me a car, you have to say the right shit to me for me to buy the car, right? So let's take it into this world now. Basically, you have to say the right shit at the right time to get me to go along with what you're trying to sell me or what you're trying to do. That's how the world works. I'm not for corrupted cops. Trust me, I've been treated like shit from cops in the past myself too. I used to have a big ass afro, I used to have braids. I used to be, in fact, I got suspended from school many times because of being half black. And I know a lot of people are going to go, you're not fucking blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I get it. I'm light skinned, but I got videos I've deliberately posted in the past to prove my heritage and such and such and such. But yes, Eminem rips Donald Trump, everybody here. The BET. It's even interesting that CNN has even reported on it. It is political, so I get it, you know. And yeah, I just think that a lot of people here are, especially I think the Eminem fans that probably voted for Trump, they're probably a little bit, they're probably feeling the sting, because a lot of them probably looked up to him. But if you ask me, I think a lot of them have grown up or grown older, and they probably wouldn't mind cutting ties with Eminem from this. They, you know, you're playing with fire, bro. And to me though, his career, I don't want to say it's dead, because it's not, but he ain't where he was, you know, 10 years ago. You know, he's probably got his crowd that's good enough for him to live now on. You know, his pinnacle is gone, or his pedestal. You know, like he's not where he was before. So maybe he won't suffer anything from this. Maybe he will. Well, I guess time will tell, you know. Anyways, y'all, that's my reaction to this. Like I said, please post those comments of things and everything we talked about. If you guys want to join Hood Nation, here's your chance. But remember, I'm a reaction channel that gets reactions. So I do reactions to mostly anime and crazy funny puppet shit that's hilarious as hell. Very, very sneaky deek with their humor, like Shrek style. And then there's be some playlists to get your feet wet. If I need a cup of tea, I'll go find it. It's out there. Believe it. This is Nidge from DFX, and I'm out.